Samsung Unpacked brought 6 new pieces of hardware: the Galaxy S23 Ultra, S23 Plus, S23, the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra, Book 360 Pro, and Book 3 Pro. Whew! The colors are stunning. There's a new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 4 Galaxy chipset, and so much more. Let's jump straight in to what Samsung announced at Unpacked. First up, the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Like last year, it comes with a 6.8-inch AMOLED Quad HD Plus display and 120Hz refresh rate, but is now built with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for enhanced durability and is available in Phantom Black, Cream, Green, and Lavender. Internally, the Ultra is powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor that's custom made for the Galaxy S23 series. Samsung says the new chipset has a 40% faster GPU than last year's Ultra flagship. We'll be putting that claim to the test in our full review coming soon. The S23 Ultra also has a 5,000 mAh battery, and you can choose between 8 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs of storage, or 12 gigs of RAM with either 512 gigs or 1 terabyte of storage. Onto the camera. The S23 Ultra now has a whopping 200 megapixel wide lens that enhances low light photography and better enables 8K video recording, if that's your thing. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens and 2 10 megapixel telephoto lenses. On the front, your selfies will be captured with a new 12 megapixel wide lens, which on paper is a massive difference from last year's S22 Ultra that featured a 40 megapixel front-facing camera. Nonetheless, these lenses are more powerful than ever, and we look forward to putting them to the test very soon. Next up, we have the Galaxy S23 Plus. It's not as large as the Ultra with its 6.6-inch AMOLED Full HD Plus display, but retains most of the good stuff, including the 120Hz refresh rate, the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 screen and Armor aluminum backing, and of course, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 4 Galaxy processor. The S23 Plus comes with a 4700 mAh battery this year, with 8 gigs of RAM and either 256 gigs or 512 gigs of storage. The back of the phone features a 50 megapixel wide lens instead of the Ultra's 200 megapixel sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, and 10 megapixel tele-lens. If these perform as well as last year's S22 Plus cameras, then there shouldn't be much to complain about with the S23's improved camera system. Finally, onto the base model of the series, the S23. Naturally, it's the smallest of the 3 devices, coming in with a 6.1-inch AMOLED Full HD Plus display with 120Hz refresh rate. It also has the smallest battery at 3,900 milliamps per hour. The cameras are the same on the S23 as the S23 Plus, so you aren't losing any power there. You'll just have to decide if you're okay with a smaller screen and lower battery life for the cheaper price tag. The Galaxy S23 series is available for pre-order today, starting at $799, with the Plus model starting at $999 and the Ultra starting at $1,199. All models this year will be offered in the same colors: Phantom Black, Cream, Green, and Lavender. Switching gears from phones, Samsung Unpacked brought us new laptops as well. First up is the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra, the flagship of the new generation that's designed to be completely interoperable with the company's tablets and smartphones. Being the flagship device, the Book 3 Ultra includes a 13th gen Intel Core i7 or i9 CPU, alongside a NVIDIA RTX GeForce 4050 or 4070 GPU. The 16-inch AMOLED display has a 120Hz refresh rate and internally offers either 16 or 32 gigs of RAM with 152 gigs or 1 terabyte of storage. All that to say, this is a powerful machine that's designed to do just about anything a user would like: gaming, 3D design, and hefty video editing. And did I mention the massive trackpad? Next, we have the Galaxy Book 360 Pro, which also comes with a 16-inch AMOLED display and 120Hz refresh rate. But this device comes with a Samsung S Pen in the box, has touchscreen capabilities, and can be flexed around like your standard 2-in-1 laptop. The Book 360 Pro also comes with your choosing of a 13th gen Intel Core i5 or i7 processor and Intel Iris X graphics. But this device is a bit more mobile than others. It has an optional 5G radio to connect to sub-6 networks. You can choose between 8 gigs, 16 gigs, or 32 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs, 512 gigs, or 1 terabyte of storage. Finally, we have the Galaxy Book 3 Pro. You can choose between a 14-inch or 16-inch AMOLED 3K display with 13 Gen Intel Core i5 or i7 processors and Intel's Iris X graphics. Then you can once again choose between 8 gigs, 16 gigs, or 32 gigs of RAM, and 256 gigs, 512 gigs, or 1 terabyte of storage. While the Galaxy Book 3 is not as flashy as the other two models, it's arguably the most accessible laptop of the three, with a starting price of $999 for the more traditional sized 14-inch laptop. The Galaxy Book 3 Pro and $1,449 Galaxy Book 360 Pro are available for pre-order today and will be available on February 17th. And that's a wrap on Unpacked. If you're interested in a specific device that was released today, be sure to stick around for our full hands-on review along with comparisons to last year's models. As always, thank you so much for watching and be sure to stick with ZDNET.